Have you ever considered putting power steering in your Model A? Driving would be a whole lot easier. Stay tuned. I've got information for you. As part of the restoration process of this 1930 Ford Model A four-door Briggs town sedan, the next part of the project was to rebuild the steering box. This originally had a two-tooth. It was an early 30, and they were making that transition from 7 to 2, and so I ended up with a two-tooth box. So I got online and went to one of the forums, I don't remember which, and the discussion came up relative to power steering, quote unquote, for your Model A. And I thought, well, that's an interesting concept. So I did more research and reading and whatnot, and come to find out that between 1953 and 1956, the steering boxes for an F-100 truck could be used in place of the stock steering box that are in Model A's. And one of the references in there was relative to Randy Gross in Huntington Beach, California, who rebuilds these things. And he's the one that I got my front and rear brakes all assembly from. So I gave him a call and I said, Randy, what is the deal with this power steering for a Model A? And so he proceeded to explain about the ratio on these boxes being a whole lot better than the stock Model A. And it makes driving the car a whole lot easier. And I asked him, well, what about the modifications to the column or to the frame or pitman arm or, linkage, whatever? He says there's absolutely none. All you do is take the old one out, put in the new one in, and you're pretty much good to go. Same steering tube that is used, the same steering wheel, the same rods, the same connector for your lights that goes at the end of this thing. All of that's all the same. And he said there's a little bit of adjustment to be made to it once you get it in the, put it on the frame. But really the only thing you have to do is take out the starter motor to give it space to be able to put this in and then bolt it in with 2 bolts and then put your starter motor back in. So I thought, okay, how much is that going to cost? He said an arm and a leg, and it did. But I'm going to do it anyway. So here I've had the steering tube or the column powder coated black. So that looks really nice. It was sandblasted and powder coated black. I got 2 new rods for the fuel and the spark advance, because the springs that were in here, all of this was so rusty, I couldn't get them out. So I had to cut them off down here. I got 2 new ones there, a new clamp, new wiring harness, all of that. That's a different subject. But it's all here and it is all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is bolt this in. It's not going to take long. And I'll let you take a look and see how it turns out from there. Well, there you have it. That's as simple as it was. 2 bolts and it's in. I'll put on the linkage next and then connect the wiring harness to the bottom of it, and away you go. This power steering is not what I would call this. It's just an improvement over the old steering box. Hardly power steering, but that's what everybody kept saying. It was power steering for the Model A, so thought I would give it a try. By the way, there are instructions that Randy provides instructions on how to do this with your full body and existing in a car. Obviously, it's a lot easier what I'm doing with having the body off. So this was a piece of cake, but there are instructions, step-by-step instructions included with the box that explains the steps to take to remove the old and replace it with the new one. So hopefully you learned something here. Randy's information is down in the description box, and hopefully this works as intended. The next project is to put on the rear brakes. I purchased these from Randy Gross in Huntington Beach, and it looks like he really did a good job. The backing plates look really nice, nicely painted. Everything is straight. I'm assuming that he took my backing plates and just rebuilt everything. They could have been an exchange. I don't know, but everything looks brand new. Everything looks really, really good. There's the emergency bands on there and the shoes. So that all looks really, really nice. The other thing are the cast iron drums, which weigh a ton. And we've got new bearings to go in here. And then the seals and the keeper to put that on there. So we're going to get to paint these things with black caliper paint, and we'll put those on. But let's get the backing plates on right now and see how that goes. I'm really looking forward to driving this car with the new steering box. It's got to be better, right? If you have experience with the F100 steering box or Randy Gross's brakes, leave a comment below. Now that the drivetrain is mostly complete, it's time to get the fenders, radiator, and running board aprons painted and added. That'll be in the next video, so subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified when that video has been published. Plus, check out modelatshirts.com. There are many products depicting your Model A body type. Just click on the year at the top of the page. By the way, the Model A Ford Museum has products on the website as well. Those products are listed under Moffy. To benefit the museum, 10% of a sale is donated. Thanks for watching.